Hi, welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. My name is Tony. I have great co-hosts, I have great guests, and they're all coming in. But first, I need to tell you, the show's going to start in about 4, 5, 6 minutes from now, okay? A lot of people complain to me that when they tune in the show, they see nothing but all these videos to begin with, and they lose interest and they turn off. I'm a one-man show in this studio. I have to set everything up. I have to share everything on social media, the live link, and tell everybody that we're on. I have to tag people. I have all sorts of stuff to do. So I need those few minutes to get the show started, okay? So you're going to see some videos now. It's going to be like 4, 5, 6 minutes from now. Go to the bathroom. Go get yourself something to drink. Or if you're watching this, later on when it's not live, you just got to scroll. Just move the cursor, move it over to when you see the timer ending. And then the show is starting. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We'll be with you in a few minutes.
Long story short, they're putting together a cop movie with Vin Diesel, and they're looking for an unknown to play his funny sidekick. So she wants me to come down and audition.
Congratulations, but good come I keep getting in the ring, only keep getting knocked out. And this was supposed to be my time, George.
Whatever happens, happens. The thing is to keep your head in the game. Persevere. Consistent persistence, my friend.
It's called show business, not show friends, okay?
You guys are unbelievable. Holy
Hey, my name is Billy Ward. I've been a professional stand-up comedian for over 30 years.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, 30 years. And I'm still waiting for my big break.
All right, fuck it, comedy time.
But honestly, at this point, my big break is probably a hip. Comedy? Maybe I should have picked a different career. Funeral director would have been more uplifting. I've worked at this club forever, and I've seen it all. Great comics, terrible comics, customers who think 2-drink minimum means 2 drinks for the entire table.
He's trying.
Look, I can't complain. I got a great boss, good friends, and just enough craziness to keep things interesting. Truth is, life hasn't always been easy. I battled addiction, made some bad decisions. Okay, mostly bad decisions.
All I get is bitching and complaining from you, always feeling sorry for yourself, man.
But somehow, I always land on my feet. And then one day, life threw me a curveball.
You didn't tell me you have a daughter.
I don't have a daughter.
A daughter. Turns out after all these years, the biggest thing that happened to me wasn't in comedy. It was family. Because life's not a drama, it's a comedy. And if you're not laughing, you're probably crying.
I'll be giving hand job for whiskey in a week.
Either way, you're gonna need a ticket. Hey, my name is Billy Ward. I've been a
Tony, welcome to Gov.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
Good
I
to
gotta
see
pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess, should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
You're totally good. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Hey, wherever you're watching from, we're just glad that you are. So we ask that you, where was I? If you want to post, copy the link on all your socials. Tell everybody, I had a brain fart there. That was a little scary. Thought I was stroking
Making
out.
you nervous.
Oh, my goodness. Wherever you're watching from, share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. That's what I was trying to say. If you're watching on Facebook, we're glad that you are, and if you want to stay there, that's great. However, if you want to switch over to YouTube, that is where we monitor the comments. Want to hear your name said, want to hear your comments read, because we'd love for you guys to join in the conversation today and hang out with us and hear what you have to say about anything we're talking about. Like John Rusciello in Florida, he says good morning. Good morning, John. So if you'd like to switch over to YouTube, that is where we monitor the comments, and we'll read almost all the comments as best we can. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, and boy, do we have a legend with us today. Jennifer Hoenigmann of Lemon Drop Healing is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Jennifer Hoenigmann.
Hello.
It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm actually thrilled that you're here. And we're going to get to you in a second, get to know you and hang out. I want to just point out real quick a couple of things. I usually have a co-host on Fridays. Rosie Fiumara, great comedian, wonderful co-host, a great friend. Unfortunately, Rosie's under the weather, so we wish her well. She was actually sick as a dog yesterday, so I hope she's okay today. But Rosie, get better, and then we're not here next Friday, so we'll see Rosie in 2 weeks. Yeah, that sucks. I'm going to go through Rosie withdrawals. Ann in California is watching. She's saying good morning. Okay, and speaking of Ann in California, Ann sent me a picture. Where is it? There she is. Ann sent. I'm going to post it so you guys can see it. Boom, there we go. Okay, Ann sent me this picture. There she is. So that's Ann. She lives in California. She's one of our faithful extended family. She watches every day. This painting was painted by Chef Felix, who hosts another show in here. So, and I guess, Ann, did you buy this or did he just send it to you out of love? I like to tease Felix. He's a good guy. He's a buddy. I'm just going to say it looks like my 3-year-old painted it, but I'm totally teasing. I'm totally teasing. I think it was very nice of him to send that to you, Ann. And thanks for sharing that with us. It looks great. You look great. And we love Ann because Ann, she's a big Harley rider, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
And she has no problem telling us that the vibration of the muffler that sits right in front of the seat is her favorite thing, if you know what I'm saying. And now Jennifer's
judgment free.
She's wondering, how do I get out of here? This guy's a creep. But it's true. Vicky's watching. John from Florida via Pennsylvania. Yes, John is he lives in Florida, but yes, he's currently in Pennsylvania. Hello, Vicky. Good to see you. Glad you got home okay. Vicky is the one that we were talking about it. She's the Hicksville girl that was here the other day.
Okay.
She lives up in the sticks, upstate.
Yes, I heard that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm betting he is having a stroke today. Who, me? Why? Because Jennifer's here? Yes. That's probably. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to talk about before we focus on Jen, but it's going to be a kind of a good segue. I want to tell you about my night last night. Well, yesterday afternoon. So Jennifer and I, we know each other from Hicksville. I know her. She doesn't remember me, but
I do remember you. I remember
no,
seeing you in the hallways.
Yes.
I don't think we engaged in conversation.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah, I remember. Yes.
Okay. All
yes.
right. You'll have to refresh my memory.
Yep. I graduated with her sister.
Yes.
But yeah, so I was out of Hicksville for many years. I've been back almost 4 years. I've been living in Hicksville again. I'm in my fourth place in Hicksville. So I don't know if that makes me a loser or just a dedicated Hicksville guy. I don't know. But yesterday, I was here all day, and then I had to pick up my daughter from camp. I got home around 4, and then my wife got home around 4. My son got home 10 minutes after us. My wife gets home about a half hour later, and immediately she goes, "I smell gas." I'm like, okay. Now, I'm a weirdo. I have no sense of smell.
Okay.
So, you could have farted 3 times. I wouldn't have noticed a thing. But, so... And then my son says, "Yeah, when I got home, I smelled it." My daughter's like, "Yeah, I smelled it when I got home." I was like, "Well, why don't you guys say something?" So we're looking around. The oven is off, and we have no idea. And, my wife's getting nervous. I'm like, okay. And it's not going away. So after about 15 minutes, we're like, okay, we're going to have to call the fire department.
It shouldn't even have waited 15 minutes, but okay.
Well, true. But I really thought something was just left on or something.
The pilot is.
Yeah. So I'm like, and, so by the time we were done looking around, then it was about 15 minutes. I said, okay. I call the fire department. I don't call 911. I just call the fire department directly. I said, I don't know if this is an emergency, but dispatcher says, okay, we'll send somebody. Immediately, I hear good old Hicksville. They have the that you can hear throughout the whole town. And immediately I turn to my wife and go, "Oh, no, is that for us?" And sure enough, I hear the sirens. I'm like, oh, no. Within a minute. There's all sorts of trucks, and so let's see. So here's a quick video. So there's my wife there. I pan through. There they are. Wow. There's one truck, a couple other trucks. They're blocking the road, and I'm standing there.
The whole neighborhood's out.
Nobody came out. which shocked me. I'm like, does this mean our neighbors hate us and they're like hoping? Like, I was like, this is very strange. Nobody came out. One lady came walking over to see what was happening, but I have no idea who she was. And we're only we're 2 houses in from the corner, so she came from around the corner, so I don't know even know who she was. So I guess our neighbors hate us, but but yeah, they determined that there was a problem with the oven. So the oven's been off. So yeah, we ended up going out to dinner. And
yay!
Yeah, exactly. So it worked out. But yeah, that was my day in Hicksville yesterday. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, so that was that. And yeah, and speaking of Hicksville and speaking of houses, all right. So one thing we're going to get into, and I remind me when we're done today.
Okay.
I have a story that I cannot share on the air about these Billy Joel people.
Okay.
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 Now, so I showed you my house in Hicksville, and I told you Jennifer and I grew up in Hicksville. So Jennifer, now you didn't grow up in this house.
No, I didn't.
Where'd you guys live in Hicksville?
I lived on 8th. I grew up on 8th Street.
Oh, okay.
Between Division and Jerusalem.
Yeah,
That's where I grew up.
What does it go up to 10th? So if you're going on Division, and it ends with 10th, I'm the next street. That's where I am now.
Yeah.
What's that?
Really?
Yeah, I'm the next street after 10th. Yeah.
That's where you are now.
That's where I am now.
Okay.
Yes.
And you plan on moving to what side of Hicksville next?
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Yeah. So I've been on. Yeah, I went to Dutch Lane, so I've been in that neighborhood. I've been in the Old Country Road school neighborhood. I've been in the East Street school neighborhood, and now I'm in the Fork Lane. Is that where you went?
Where my kids went to Fork. I was a Lee Avenue girl.
Oh, okay.
Lee Avenue.
Nice.
Lee Avenue,
Mr. Savalas.
Yes.
Telly Savalas' brother was a Hicksville teacher.
He was big in the school.
He was a popular teacher. I mean, even I know of him, and I didn't go there.
His brother came, and we were all like,
oh, no
starstruck.
kidding, really?
Yeah, I remember one time.
Oh, wow.
I was in 6th. That was when Lee Avenue went to 6th grade.
Right. Yeah. Good days.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was very. When he came, it was a big. I
bet.
It was a big to do. Yeah.
All right. So, and I'll get the Hicksville memories if we have time for that. But where you ended up,
yes,
it was a very certain house.
Yes. And I did not know when I bought the house.
Nobody told you?
No clue. I had seen it on videos, but I didn't put the pieces together.
Yeah.
At all.
We're talking about Billy Joel, the house he grew up in, and now I won't give the number, but I can say the street because you don't live there anymore.
I don't live there anymore, so
right.
you
right,
can say, it doesn't matter to me. In the back in the day, I was a little more cautious. I had the kids, and obviously we're going to get into the whole, there was a ruckus almost on a regular basis at my house. That was a little unnerving for me. I remember one time my neighbor actually came over because the kids were little, and it got a little out of hand sometimes.
Okay.
Nothing bad, but it just was a little overwhelming. Overwhelming to a new mom. We had just
of course. Meeting Lane in Hicksville is what we're talking about, and yeah, it's the house that Billy Joel grew up in. Yeah. And then I believe even, if I remember right, even after he started making it big, his mother, I think, was still there.
She was still, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because when he came to the house one day, I'll never forget this as long as I live. I just put the baby in for a nap. I'm standing at the kitchen counter. I look out. I see a car pull up. All right, no big deal. I see him get out of the car. I'm like, no way. There's no way. And now, of course, I'm home alone.
Yeah.
I think I had a cell phone, but back then it was, it wasn't like it is now.
Yeah, right. And did you know at this point?
At this point, I see him get out of the car. I know it's Billy Joel.
No, but I mean, did you know it was his house already at this point?
Oh, at that point, yeah. You want me to go back a little bit further?
Yeah.
All right. So my husband at the time, we were shopping for a house. We were looking in Hicksville. We were looking in Levittown. We wanted a Levitt. We wanted a Levitt ranch. We wanted a fireplace.
Nice.
So we find this in the newspaper because back then that's what you did.
Right. What year are we talking? How
99.
Oh, okay.
99. We looked at the house. It was like around, I want to say, Thanksgiving-ish of 98, and we wound up buying the house February of 99. We moved in.
Okay.
So I had no clue. We just went to go see it. House needed a lot of work. It was in rough shape. The lady that owned the house, she had it all chopped up into pieces, and she was renting it out. So it was a lot of nonsense going on at the house before we bought it. So she didn't want to rent it out anymore. She was ready. So we went in. I fell in love with the house. It was the layout that I wanted. It needed a ton of work.
Wow.
If you want me to tell you what I paid for the house, which is probably public knowledge anyway, $150,000.
Wow.
150. So we go, we look at the house, we fall in love with it. We write her the check right on the spot.
Nice.
Give her the check. we go to leave. She's locking up the door, and we're looking around the backyard a little bit, and I see this cement table in the back, and I said, "You're gonna get rid of that?" Like, it was just this big, giant cement, like huge.
Wow.
And she goes, "Oh, well, that's Billy Joel's mom's table." And I go, "What?" Like, literally, my husband and I was standing looking at her. We're like, we thought she was joking. We're like, yeah. Are you going to get rid of it?
Yeah.
She goes, "No, that really is." And I go, "This is Billy Joel's house." And that, literally, we had already put the deposit on it, and that was it. So, of course, I couldn't wait to go home and tell everybody, "Oh, my God, I want to buy Billy Joel's house." So it was very exciting. It was very exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, sometime later, the car pulls up.
So this was, well, what's the date of the photo? I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, we'll show you.
It was April 20th of 2000.
So that's the first one.
That's the first time. Yeah,
Okay,
you could tell,
all
see how young he is. And I look young. So that was the first time he came. So I'm in the house about a year. That's the original house. That's what it was when we
Carport
bought
and all.
it.
Yeah.
Carport and all.
I grew up in a live-in house. So yes.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So when we get into it, you'll know all the rooms
know
and
exactly
everything.
what you're
So
talking about.
he walks up the driveway. I go to the door, and I'm like,
Holy
"Hi!" Like, I wasn't like nervous. I was more shocked.
Yeah.
So I was like, "All right, do you want to come in?" And he was like, "Really?" He was like really calm about it. He was like, "It's okay if I come in?" I'm like, "Come in, it's all right, it's all right."
Billy Joel.
So he walks in. Now, at the time, you walked into the carport and then into the kitchen.
Right.
That's how it was set up.
Yep.
He walks into the kitchen. Now, you got to realize, I'm only in the house barely a year.
Right.
I already had a baby. We didn't really do too much at the house, the house.
Yeah, it pretty much looks the
It
same
was
probably when he was there.
original.
Right.
So I had the original sink, the original countertop, the metal.
Yeah.
And he walks in, and his whole face changed. He goes, "Oh my gosh, that's my mom's kitchen." So it was the original kitchen was still there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was the original stove. It looked like it was, like the little mini electric stove.
Yep.
And he comes over and he literally put his hands on. He was like, "Oh my God, I haven't." I said, "You should have your mom come and visit if she wants." He's like, "Yeah, I really should do that. She'd probably love it." I said, "Do it before we renovate the kitchen because we're going to be doing that soon." And
right.
so it was great. He walked around the house and he was giving me a tour of my own house, which was so cool. That was like the coolest thing.
So surreal, right?
It was like weird. So he's walking around. He was like, "Wow, everything just seems so small." So I guess, when you're younger, everything is bigger.
And then you move on to mansions.
Right,
So
McMansions, Hicksville's
Yeah.
McMansions. So he goes right to my bedroom, which is the master, and he goes, "This was my piano room." And I just felt so honored. I was like, I'm looking at my bed there and I'm trying to picture a piano.
Right.
He's like, "This is where I practice. This is where I played all my music." He's like, "For years I was in this room." Wow. He said he had a really nice piano. Now the front room, which is where the baby was sleeping, he's like, "That was my mom's room, and my bedroom was upstairs where the chimney was."
Mm-hmm.
So we went upstairs, and
The chimney goes right through.
I had
Yeah.
the original Levitt windows because at that point we didn't do any work on the house.
Yeah.
We wound up renovating the whole thing, but at that time, he goes, "That's the window I used to sneak out at, crawl out onto the carport, climb down the carport, and
Yeah.
go to the Village Green, or wherever he was going."
Yeah.
So he gave me a tour of my own house and just told him, I remember this, I remember that, and we went in the backyard, and he seemed like honored that I was like, "Yeah, come on in."
Yeah, sure. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, did you know if that was like his first time back since he left? Do you have any idea?
No, he's been back plenty of times.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of times, yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
But it was exciting. I was home.
I do remember that as a kid. Occasionally, someone, word getting out. Billy was just seen here or seen there. Around.
He comes
Hicksville.
around. He does come around. Mhm.
Yeah. That's wild. I've come across him a few times. One time you know what? In '86, I think it was. I was walking through the King Cullen parking lot. I was walking to a friend's house, cutting through,
Right.
and a limo came right by me, and the back window was open, and it was him and Christy. And
Get out!
Oh, and
I didn't meet her.
I started
when
running.
I met her. That the marriage was long over. But
Oh yeah. Well, that's the whole story. I mean, they just drove by, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I started running, but I mean, the car took off.
Right.
But yeah, I've had the pleasure of spending some time with him, and yeah, very nice man.
Yeah, he was very nice when he came.
I've
He
heard
was
stories
very
from other
nice.
people, but I want to say I've had conversations with him. I think it's 4 separate times, and he seemed super nice every time. So
He was very nice.
Yeah.
He was very nice.
all right, so I'm teasing you because she doesn't remember me, We had.
I remember you. I remember seeing you. You can remember faces. I remember your face. I knew who you. I knew who you were.
Well, when I friended you on Facebook, we
Yes.
then had a conversation. You actually wrote, "Who are you?" And we were talking a little bit.
That I don't remember.
Oh, really? We were. I'm surprised you don't remember that because we were talking for a while.
Were we?
Back and forth. And then
if
you
someone
actually
reached out from Hicksville. Come on.
Of course.
It's like family.
But then you actually said, all right, look, I got to go. And forgive me, I don't know if this was your husband at the time or a boyfriend, but you said,
Okay.
I don't remember if you said husband or boyfriend, but you actually said, look, we've been talking for a while. He's going to get jealous. So we did. We stopped. But I have more with Billy Joel and the house stuff, but since we're on the Hicksville thing,
Okay.
what I like to do with a lot of my guests when they come in to try to like break the ice a little bit is I look at Facebook and I look at mutual friends.
Okay.
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 And I'm going to mention a few. You can say whatever you want, good, bad. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
You might even say,
never
"Hey,
gonna be
it's a
anything
Facebook
bad,
friend."
okay.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
But what surprised me was how little mutual friends we have.
Because I have not friended every. I am not one of. I don't need to friend everybody in high school. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But did you? I don't know how else to put it. You and your sister. Yes. I mean, you're gorgeous now. You guys were gorgeous then. So you guys were popular. So so that's what surprised me. I figured you would know everybody because you were popular. So do you not feel that was the case?
I don't feel like I was like Miss Popularity. Definitely
Really?
Not. No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
No, I think I just blended in with everybody else.
Oh,
you know?
no, I'm going to disagree with that. You and your sister, I mean, was the topic of a lot of us, horny, horn dog, teenage boys. Absolutely. You didn't know that? Are you going to tell me you didn't know that?
No, I don't know.
Did you not have a lot of boyfriends back then?
I don't. A lot? I don't know if I'm saying a lot.
I'm just surprised because I was very surprised that there were not a lot of Hicksville people there. I was shocked.
After I went on Facebook, I didn't go on Facebook for years. I didn't start going on it when everybody else did. Honestly, I think I started going on it after my divorce.
Oh.
So, and after that, you'll notice a lot of my Facebook friends, they're a lot of my Lee Avenue people. Those are the ones you almost feel like you trust your elementary school because you're like, I really know this person.
Right.
Like, even though you really don't know anything about their life other than what they put on Facebook now, unless you're still friends with them. But that was like a comfort zone for me, I think.
Yeah.
And then I'm friends with a few from middle school and high school, but it is very little. It is very little.
But that's one of the things I enjoy about social media because I feel like I still know them, even though, like you said, we haven't seen each other in probably almost, at least 30, probably closer to 40 at this point.
Right,
I graduated 38 years ago.
Right.
And
I don't feel uncomfortable at all. As soon as I saw you,
Right.
hug, hello.
And that's where I'm going with this. You feel like you still know people.
You do.
Which is nice.
Because you're spending every day with these people.
Right.
You're spending so much time with them. And it's years after years after years. And like I said, the Lee Avenue people were easy to friend because it's like, oh, I know her.
Right.
She sat with me in kindergarten.
Right. We're at each other's birthday parties.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have you gone to any reunions?
No, I have not. No, I have not. I heard about the last one that we had, and actually somebody that I know you have, Paul Esposito, which I didn't know, but I'm friends with his brother Neil. And he told me a couple of years ago they had it at his house. I did hear about it. I was a little toyed with wanting to go, and then I was just kind of like,
Well, because I've gone to most of mine, and
really,
I think it's because of social media that you still feel like you know them.
Absolutely.
I have so much fun at these things.
That's awesome.
I end up, and I think all the reunions I went to, I think the earliest I went home was 4:30 in the morning because I'm having so much fun and I'm talking to people, spending time with people that if you told me back then that I'd be hanging out with them till 4:30 in the morning, I would tell you're crazy.
Right.
Like these were not people I hung out with. I don't want to say I was popular, but I did. I'm one of those guys that knew everybody.
Right.
So I can go, hey, and I'm finding people to talk to, and again, talking to people that, again, I knew everybody, but I wasn't hanging out with them. So, and there is a bond.
Absolutely.
When you, like you said, you grew up with these people that, even all these years later, to me, I still personally feel a bond to these people, even though I've spent more time apart from them than together, but there's still a bond there.
There is a bond,
I don't know if that's a Hicksville thing. I don't know if everybody feels that way with their classmates.
I think everybody in school, because like I said, you spend so much time with these people,
Right.
And then, when I wound up getting pictures, where the party was, they had it at somebody's house. And I felt kind of bad that I wasn't there because I was
Sure.
like, oh, I remember her.
Right.
Like the people that were nice,
Yes.
you know, but I think sometimes you feel like, oh, it's going to be the people that weren't nice.
Right.
Those are the people at the party and you're going to be like an outcast, you know,
Yep.
because, you know, let's face it, we all went to school. Not everybody loved everybody.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
so not that I was intimidated to not go. I just felt like, it wasn't my thing. But I think if we do it again, I'll probably go
you
because
have
there
to.
were
It's
some
so
people
much
I saw
fun.
in the pictures that said, you know what,
Yep.
I probably have good conversation with her now.
And it's
you know?
funny you say that because I think it was it the 20? I think it was the 20. There was a guy that showed up, Jeff. Jeff, what's your last name, Jeff? Damn it, it's going to bug me now. But I used to tease this guy at school.
Right.
But not, at least I didn't think of it as bullying. I liked the guy, but he was back then, rap and hip hop was kind of new, and he was
Okay.
into all that stuff, and he dressed like that, and
Right.
he had a nickname for himself, like a lot of hip hop artists do. So it was new, and not totally accepted at the time. So I used to just tease him. Kid Loose was his nickname. He even had it like on his
even know who that
his
is.
parachute
Someone that graduated
pants.
with you?
Yeah, graduate Jeff.
And you were 88?
Yeah, I was with your sister.
88,
Yeah.
all right, okay, yeah.
And he had Kid Loose printed on the side of his parachute pants. And I would be like, "Hey, Kid Loose," and I would make fun of him. And then as we got older, and I don't want to say more mature because I'm definitely not more mature, but as we got older, like through the years, I would think to myself, "Man, if this guy ever saw me, he'd probably kick my ass," because I felt
If
like
you picked on him that much, absolutely.
I
'Cause people
felt
don't forget
I did
that.
right.
They
So I
don't.
see him. I think it was the 20 reunion. He was so friendly.
Really?
And I remember the relief. And I eventually even said to him, because I saw him again, I think around the 30th. And I actually said, "Jeff, I'm really surprised you're being nice to me." I said, I really
And
thought.
did you apologize?
I did.
Because people do
But-
that too.
but it's
You
interesting-
realize
yes.
Later.
But it's interesting to hear people's memories because, just to hear what other people have to say about anything.
Right.
But he said, he goes, "That's not how I remembered it at all." He goes, "I don't think you picked."
Really?
I was like, "Whew." And then he mentioned a couple other people that I hung around with that he said if I ever saw them again, I'd kick their asses. I was like, "Okay," but definitely not me. He goes, "No, you're cool." So, okay, thanks, Jeff. All right, but getting back to the Billy house. So I guess, one other thing I guess you don't remember is you contacted me about the Billy house.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
How long have we been Facebook friends?
I know. I was trying
I'm
to think
so
about that
sorry.
today too. I'm just going to tease you. It's cool.
Now I got to look back and see if my messages are still in there.
You might remember because when I
All
tell
right,
you
go
why
ahead.
you contacted me.
Okay.
Because now, all right, you mentioned a ruckus. I don't know if this is connected because I don't know that story. But you
Okay.
contacted me and said, "Hey, look, I need a favor." He goes, "I know you're kind of involved in the Billy Joel world." He goes, "Can you put it out there and tell people to stop coming to my house?" You don't remember this?
I really don't remember that.
Yeah, I
it
wonder
must
if
have
I still-
bothered me that much. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I remember.
Doesn't sound like something I wouldn't do.
Right.
Again, because sometimes it just got to be. I don't remember telling you that. I
Yeah.
really don't.
I'll have to look. I wonder if I still have the message. And I
That would be interesting.
and I did. I was like, "Yeah, all right. So let me look." And I said, "Yeah, no problem." Because we were already Facebook friends at that point.
It did
I
get
remember
out-
you.
All right, look. So I'll remember this one day. In the kitchen, same thing. My kitchen window's right there.
Yeah.
Probably having morning, whatever I'm doing, coffee. At that point, I was still drinking coffee, and I was like, I look out the window and I see this bus pull up, and again, no big deal.
A bus?
A bus pulls up, and I'm watching out the window. Next thing I know, a bunch of kids are getting off the bus, setting up tripods across the street, on my lawn, in the street. A bus full of kids. And I'm
Like a
literally-
school bus?
A school bus full of kids with video cameras and
What in the world
regular
is that?
cameras, no joke tripods. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
They're recording my house. Now I'm feeling a little I felt a little uncomfortable. I didn't want to look out of the house now. I'm like, are this going to be on the news? I didn't want the
Right.
kids outside.
Yeah.
And I remember my neighbor came over and he's like, are you okay? Because he was used to it. My neighbor that lived next door used to live in my house. He was one of the renters, and then he bought the house next door.
Oh, that's
So
wild.
he was just a very nice neighbor. His name was Vinny. I love Vinny. It was him and his whole family. They were just I had wonderful neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes over, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I'm feeling really a little uncomfortable with this.
Yeah.
Because it was going on for so long. I said, if they want to just do a quick snippet, do what they're going to do, and then just go. So he did. He was like, you think you guys got to go. You can't, especially don't be on the property.
Yeah. What is that? At least knock and ask for
Yeah,
permission.
no one knocked on the door. They just
Little bastards.
flooded a bus flooded out and just started doing their thing. And again, I was like, all right, it's cool. Everybody just wants to get their pictures or whatever. But that was like the worst case scenario. Other than that, people would pull up all the time though in their cars, boyfriends, girlfriends. They get out, roll the window down, take some pictures.
I just don't get that. Like,
because it's a
it's one thing to go to like Gettysburg, with the Gettysburg Address was. I went to Abbey Road. I've been to Abbey Road twice. I'm like, this is.
People are obsessed with Billy Joel.
But their house, though, I mean, I don't know. To me, that's like crossing a line. That's to me a little freakish. Like, that's where he grew up, but like
he's
what?
Not there now.
That's where he took a shit. Like, so if you want to go
he did.
But if you want to go to Nassau Coliseum because he played, or the Garden, or. I don't know. You want to go to his motorcycle shop.
It's a piece of history. It's always going to be a piece of history, and
like you said, though, people are living there.
Yeah, that was where it got a little weird.
So okay,
all right.
So I'm looking, October 3rd, 2016, 16 or 15. Jeez, I need my glasses.
Let me see.
See it right there. Is that a 15 or 16? 15. October 3rd, 2015. Look at the last sentence. Now, why don't I remember you from high school?
I'm so sorry.
I don't care. All right, so now I'm going to look to see.
Wow.
I do live in his house.
You really don't delete your phone at all.
No. Why, you do? You go back and delete?
Sometimes I will. Depends. Probably not Messenger, but regular messages.
I will tell Bonnie you said hello. She's an awesome sister. Love her to death.
Yes, and she is. Nice. My sister's awesome. I have two sisters too. You didn't even mention the other one. And I have a brother.
Oh, so I didn't
Bonnie's
even know.
older, Janet's younger, and then Joseph's younger.
My apologies to Janet and Joseph. I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, we're a big family.
All right. See, you're not going to creep me out, are you?
Too late for that.
And I said I creep people out just being me.
Oh my gosh! You got to send it. Can you send that conversation to me? Because I'd love to revisit that.
I'm just looking to see if you. I mean, I must have.
Wow! I really am surprised I don't remember this.
Yeah, and this conversation goes on and on. Wow.
Look, I'm not going to not talk to somebody, especially if you're not creeping me out and you like it's a legit conversation. And you're a nice guy, then, I'm pleasant, I'm nice.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just looking to see if, you must have.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I have it. Unless, I don't know how else you would have reached out to me, but no, I don't have it.
That was probably really old.
Unless it was
2016. By then, it was like, it was old news. People pulled up and just like, I got things to do. You want to take pictures? You want me to smile?
Yeah, right. Well, that's a good idea. Get in the picture and ruin them.
Yeah, Billy, he let me take pictures. I was happy with that. I asked him, I was like, would you mind if I get a quick picture?
Yeah, of course.
So he did that, no problem. And then the other pictures we were leaving on vacation that day. I'll never forget. I think we were going to, I want to say we were going to Florida. We were literally loading up the car.
Yeah.
I had just given birth to my third.
Nice.
He was going to a funeral. Yeah, I remember. Same thing. We're loading up the car. We're getting ready to go away. And here he is, Billy Joel, back. He was like, you want to come in and you want to see him?
Yeah, you're like, Billy, I'm busy here. I'm leaving, Billy.
This is when we had just did a couple of renovations. We changed the windows, whatever. But yeah, he was super, super nice.
Was he all disappointed this time? He's like, oh, you changed my house.
Oh, no, not at all. I think I did tell him. I was like, oh, the cabinet's gone,
right.
whatever,
And that's Bill Zampino, his best friend.
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah,
he said it was a friend of his. Mm-hmm. Super nice guy. Like I said, I think they were coming for a funeral or going to, if that's how he was dressed. So, very nice. That was probably the last time that I had seen him. He did sign the CD for me.
Yeah.
I got no free tickets for anything. I was kind of disappointed with that. And everybody's like, oh, you should have asked him to give you a new roof. I was like, Billy Joel is not going to buy me a new roof.
A new roof?
I asked him to renovate this and that. So he wrote, to the C family. That was my married name.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask what that says.
Yeah,
okay.
To the C family. Good luck in your new house, my house. Love, Billy Joel.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was so happy. I was like running around the house. I'm like, I got to find my CD.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'll keep this forever. I love it.
Yeah, I would think so.
It. It's old.
so
old. Okay.
So you reached out to me. Not so much these days. I mean, a little bit, but I was involved. There's a Facebook page called Billy Joel Retold. It's called.
I remember that.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm ringing a bell.
Yeah.
It's the biggest Billy Joel fan page of all social media. It's huge.
I'm not even part of it.
Well, might be a good thing. So you had reached out to me. The guy who started that page, the administrator of that page, his name is Mike. He's actually been here. He's from Minnesota, and he's one of those. He loves going to like Billy Joel places, and I see, this is not my thing, but he'll go to certain, like where an album cover was taken, and he'll recreate it. And I make fun of him about this stuff all the time.
All right.
So I reached out to him and said, look, a friend of mine who lives in that house asked me to reach out. Can you just put it out there that, kind of encourage people to stop going to his house? She's they're taking pictures. She's trying to live her life. Can you?
Right.
Now, Mike, that's his name, Mike, he didn't make a post, but he kind of went the opposite. He was then posting, other Billy Joel things, but telling people, love to see your photos of Billy Joel related houses, or if he sometimes would list where certain locations are. Okay. If you want to, stand on the bridge, or you want to recreate, this album cover, the address is, Oyster Bay. It was some house in Oyster Bay, and he would give the addresses and locations, and he did that. And I was like, and I even commented. I was like, Mike, what are you doing? So, and then, or sometimes people would post on the page, where is Billy Joel's childhood home? I'd love to see it. And he would comment, ask Tony. Like, he would just instigate. I'm like, all right, Mike, we're going to have to fight.
I mean, look, you can Google it, and it's public knowledge.
And that's the thing, right, which is why I didn't fight him too much.
Right.
But then one day, he was in town, and he contacted me. He said, look, can you take me around Hicksville? He goes, I have all these Hicksville places I'd love to see.
Okay.
I said, okay. So turns out he was going, he wanted to see the Village Green, and he was going to go to the wrong one, so I took him to the right one. And again, I'm not big on this stuff, so I'm like, and he's taking all this video. And
right, he's all excited.
He's getting video of me telling him, oh yeah, this is the right Village Green. And I'm like, Mike, take the camera off me. And then he said, well, can we go to the house? And I'm telling you, I'm like, Jen's going to kill me. She's going to kill me. So I said, all right, Mike, I said, I will go slowly past the house.
Right.
I said, but that's
not gonna
it.
Stop. Right. People did that too. Drive by, like this with their camera.
And that's what I did. And I'm driving past really slow, and he goes, well, can you circle back? I'm like, okay. I now turn around. I made a U-turn in Kim Stanley's driveway.
Oh, she doesn't even live there anymore.
I know, which makes me very mad. Flat lever. So
she left Long Island.
Right, that's why she's a flat lever.
For her, yes.
Oh, I am too. Her house looks
anybody
beautiful.
that leaves, you kind of like, be honest, you're like, a little jealous in the back.
A little bit. But I love it here. I don't want to go anywhere.
I do too.
But I love Kim Stanley, and I'm sad she's gone.
Yeah.
So anyway, I turn around at her house, and I come back, and I don't remember why, but I did, I hit the brakes. Like, was there a squirrel? Like, there was a reason I hit the brakes.
Was it my cat?
Maybe. I don't know, but he, the instincts on this guy, as soon as I tapped on the brakes, boom, he opens the door and he gets out. I'm like, son of a bitch. And he's standing there in front of your house with the video camera.
Right.
And I'm
like this.
And
Tony?
Yeah, I'm covering him. And I'm yelling, like, Mike, come on, Mike. But same thing. He then walks up the driveway. Yeah. And then that's when I said, Mike, I said, you're pushing it. Yeah. You're pushing it. Yeah. He's like, okay. And he comes back. I mean, his door wasn't even closed yet. And I took off.
Yeah.
And I even said to him, so Mike, we can't do stuff like that. I said, I told you. I know her. I said, we can't do this. I think it was the very next stop. He wants to go in Plainview. There was a bar called My Father's House, I think it was called. And Billy apparently used to play there. Okay. So he gives me the location. We end up in that ShopRite shopping center.
Yeah. I know.
We end up in there. Mm-hmm. He was able to pinpoint it that the Lucille Roberts that's there is where this bar was.
I used to work out there.
Oh, okay. Well, what year was this? 2014 maybe?
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was
Lucille
around
Roberts
somewhere.
Been gone for a while.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
But it was open at the time, and they have the big windows, and you can see people working out. He walks right up to the place with his video camera.
And I'm working out, and I'm like this, Tony?
This fucking guy was just in my house. Now they're filming me working out. Like, what in the world?
You are a creep.
I knew she'd catch on at some point. So now I'm like, what in the world? He's videotaping women working out.
Oh, yeah.
Just as I'm like, just my eyes are wide open like this. I used to have a business partner for my comedy troupe, and even in here, he has since moved away. Also a flat lever, and moved on to other things. But he lived right on the Hicksville Plainview border.
Okay.
And he's a real shit stirrer, a real wise ass, funny guy. I'm looking at Mike videotaping women. All of a sudden, there's my buddy. He pulls up right behind me. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Not doing anything, nothing." He goes, "You just standing here?" I'm like,
911.
Yeah. So with that, Mike starts yelling to me, "Tony, this is great!" And Eric is looking. He's like, he goes, "You're with a guy that's videotaping women working out?" I go, "It's a long story." He goes, "Yeah, I'm sure it is." Yeah. And I tried to tell him quickly, it's a Billy Joel thing. Billy Joel used to play in a place that was here, and now he's laughing at me. Finally, I was like, "Mike," I said, you better get back here right now before we get arrested. I said, "I'm not getting arrested for you." He gets in the car. My buddy's like yelling, "Hey guys, keep the faith." He's like saying all these Billy, making fun of us. I got Mike in the car. I drove directly to Hicksville train station and threw Mike out of the car. Yeah. I said, "Mike, I'm not doing this. I'm done." "Oh, but I still have 3 more hours before I catch my train." Right. I was like, "Sorry, catch an earlier train, get out of here." "Where's in Broadway Mall?" I said, "Yeah, it's walking distance from the train station. Go." I did.
It is, actually.
Yeah, and he did. He started walking towards the mall, and I hightailed it out of there. Couldn't believe it. I have every recording Billy Joel has done, everything he's guested on, B-sides, rarities, because I love the music. Yeah. I don't give a shit about, not that I don't give a shit, but I'm not going to pretend that I know the man. So I was going to say I don't give a shit about his marriages. No, I do. I don't want anybody to go through divorce and pain. I've been divorced, anything like that. But at the same time, no, I don't care because I don't know the man, and I'm not going to pretend that I do. And people on these fan sites, sometimes they'll talk about, I'd love to wear that jacket he wore, or somebody actually posted some time about a pair of underwear. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I don't
Those
like
are the
that
obsessed
shit.
fans.
Beatle fans that wear Sgt. Pepper outfits at a Ringo concert, you people are weirdos. Yeah, so that's my. My Billy Joel story with.
Well, that was interesting. Now I want to see that conversation. I'll have to revisit that later.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me read comments. So I did tell Jen before we started that this goes fast. We are already halfway through, and we did not even get into the main reason you're here.
Okay.
So let me read comments, and then we'll get into the good stuff.
Let's see anybody I know.
Let's see. Ann in California. Out of love, Tony. Him and Bonnie Scalisi on Gov's Recipe for Laughter. Oh, that Felix gave you the painting. Oh, so he sent it to you out of love. I get it. One of the greatest gifts ever. Oh, very nice. All right. All right, so I warned you about Andrew Frimder. The other day I thought I heard thunder, but it was really just Ann's vagina exploding. And that's what I get for not reading in advance. But I did. I warned you about Frimder. Vicky, Jen, don't believe him. That's what he says to all the girls. I don't know what I said at the time. Sorry.
But you're not a creep?
Oh, well, yeah. Yes. And then Ann even is encouraging Frimder. She says, yeah, full throttle open. Okay. Okay. All right, let me see Frimder. I had the fire department stop by my house once after I peed with a UTI. Okay. And Carol is watching. Hey, Tony, comedian Brian McKenna, who tours with Jim Brewer, also lived in that house. Oh, I did not know that. I knew Brian McKenna was a Hicksville guy. I did not know he lived at Billy Joel's house on Meeting Lane. Carol Rubin, does that name ring a bell? She was 89.
89.
And she's also a flat lever. She's now in Texas.
Good watches. For her. Yay.
Yeah, it's good for her. And she's married to a great guy named Mike. And Carol is actually coming up for a visit right at the end of August. Looking forward to seeing Carol. Let's see what else is going on. Everybody's just saying hi. Why does her name sound familiar? All right, so Carol, this is Jen. Jen, that's Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Jen was 90, and her sister Bonnie was my class in 88. So.
And then Janet was 2 years after me, so maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of Hoenigmanns going around that school.
I guess so. Everybody's just saying hi. Fremder, stop it. He goes, I have some lemon drops for you. Stop it. Smack you in the head. All right, so lemon drop healing. This is what got me to ask Jen to come in the first place. All right, let's go right down to basics. I'm going to turn the AC on because I'm getting
Okay.
hot. But yeah, give us the basics. What is it, and how did you start it?
Okay, so I started a Facebook, Instagram page called Lemon Drop Healing. Just basically, I'm so passionate about my healing journey, and I just had gone through some issues in my life, and I wasn't getting answers from the doctors. So I took that upon myself to try to heal myself after I'd gone to, dermatologists and allergists. I'd gone to a rheumatologist. All anybody wanted to do was put me on medication. I didn't want to be on medication.
Right.
I just didn't. So I just started researching.
Yeah.
And I figured out basically it's the food. It's the food and the toxins that come into your body. So what you're around, what you're ingesting.
Yeah.
And I just got so passionate about it over the years. And I always thought, oh, it'd be so great if I could just teach people what I know. So obviously people that work with me, they all know they're going to get, you shouldn't do that or you shouldn't do that. I try to curb it, but sometimes I can't help myself because I don't want anybody to get sick. It's like a passion inside of me. I just have, compassion for people, and I just don't want anybody to go through what I go through. And I see so many people are walking around with all these illnesses.
Right.
So I have a close friend. He's actually also my boss for my weekend job that I do occasionally. And he'd hear me talk about it, and he was like, you really need to do this. You really need to do this page. And I was like, you procrastinate. I was nervous. I was skeptical. You just like, who's going to listen? Who's going to... Yeah. But you know what? I have so much that I want to share with people. And I just said, you know what? One day I was like, he's right. You
Dale.
got to just...
Right?
Dale.
I do my research.
Oh, yeah, Dale. He's my boss, my friend. He's an amazing man. He's just had such an impact on my life in such a positive way. I did post something about that in one of my videos. Just who you spend your time with has a lot to do with how your health is going to be. If you're with a lot of negative people. I agree 100%. So it's not just what you're ingesting, it's what you surround yourself with.
Right.
And he really just has so much faith in me. And he's like, I wish you could see yourself the way that I see you. And I think the way people see you. And you know what? If you do the page, God's going to bring the people to you. The people that need you, the people that need to hear what you have to say, they're going to come. And he's like, just do it. What's going to happen? And I was like, you know what? You're right. Yeah. So I was very nervous. I was a little intimidated. I'd never done anything like that before in my life. But I said, you know what? You're never going to share it with the amount of people that you want to share it with just by talking to your friends and just talking to people that you work with. If you really could get a message out there and people will listen, then maybe you could help some people to feel better. And I wish, honestly, when I started having these symptoms, I was like 40 years old. It started when I was 40, so it's a long time ago. Yeah. I don't want to say my age. I don't know. Do I have to say my age? I'm in my 50s. But all that time, it took me all these years to put all the pieces together. Doctor. Pill. They wanted pills.
Right.
And then I started researching on my own. So I found the medical medium. I don't know if you ever heard of him before.
Yeah, well, I've heard of him through your page.
Anthony Williams is his name.
He's one you share a lot of his videos. Yes, I know.
I found him. Thank God I found him, because just following him has healed me immensely. And I stopped seeing all the doctors. Wow. And little by little, with his protocol and removing certain foods from my life, and realizing that's where all the inflammation was coming from. And no doctor was saying to me, Jen, you have inflammation in your body.
Right.
They didn't say that, but it was coming out in reactions in my body. And
so many different avenues to take with all this.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, and I've talked about it here before. Doctors, they make me nuts now. I don't get the feeling from any doctor, anybody, that they're really looking out.
They're not.
They're not. It's all just, let me push this pill and get their money. Really.
This is the thing you ask yourself when you go into the doctor. Next time you go, and people are going to keep going, I wish I could stop everybody from going to the doctor. And I'm not saying, look, if you break your arm, you need to go to the doctor. There's a point in time you have to go to the doctor. But if it's coming to trying to figure out what all these symptoms are, when you go to the doctor, they're going to listen. Okay, you're going to tell them all your symptoms. And 9 times out of 10, he's already written the prescription in his head.
Yep.
When was the last time your doctor said to you, how's your diet, Tony?
Right.
What are you eating on a regular basis? When was the last time you exercised? When was the last time, how much water do you drink during the day? How many hours of a day are you working?
Right.
How stressed out are you? How's your marriage? How's your, all these things, you know. Again, it's not just the food, it's not just the people, it's your environment as well. Like, I go ballistic when I see people with the plug-in air fresheners and the air fresheners in their car. Like, it's that too. You're not realizing you're breathing that in, how toxic
Really?
it is.
So I didn't even know that.
People, and that's what it is, nobody knows.
Yeah.
These are the things, I didn't know this either. And I had plug-ins in my house at certain points. You know, you have friends coming over, you just want that extra. You know, now it's like you could cook something on the stove with some cinnamon and some lemon, and you're going to get the same effect without plugging it in. You got to realize when you're breathing that in, it's just as bad as smoking. You might as well just smoke a cigarette.
It's that bad?
It's that bad. Oh, someone's calling in.
It's line 3. It's always line 3 are always telemarketers. So
it's the bat phone.
Yeah.
So people don't know that. You were giving me the face that I get from a lot of people when sometimes I go out for dinner with a friend and they're like, they look at me when I order my food like, why didn't you do that? Or why did you do that? Or why did you tell them not? You know, I went to dinner with my girlfriend a couple of weeks ago. Just went to a regular restaurant and she orders her dinner and she gets a salmon, she gets her baked potato, she wants the salad, she wants extra dressing. Okay, now I order. I'll have the salmon. I don't want the glaze. I don't want anything on top of it. I don't want the baked potato. And the lady looks at me and I said, well, how do you make the baked potato? I said, you cooking it in tin foil? She goes, yeah, they cook it in tin foil. I said, I don't want the baked potato. And my girlfriend's looking at me like she was like, so after the waitress goes away, and of course I get the salad, no dressing. I get the lemon wedge. And my girlfriend looks at me like I was nuts. She was like, why didn't you just get the baked potato, Jen? But nobody realizes when you're cooking the food in tin foil, you're cooking that into the food. So now you're getting that's going into the food.
Yeah. And
you're ingesting that.
All right. Let me stop you right there because baked potato is one of my favorite things.
All right, so you can make a baked potato. You don't need a tin foil. Just bake it.
Oh, okay. That's what I do.
I'm like a sweet potato junkie.
Yeah.
A sweet potato junkie. It's such a healing food. Your liver loves it. Okay. It's got a lot of glucose, good glucose that goes, very healing food. I cut it in half, face down, no oil, no nothing, and I bake it in the oven.
That's how I do with baked potato. I just throw it in the oven. That's it.
You're getting toxic, heavy metals from the tin foil are being cooked into... and she looked at me, and every time people have a reaction to me, it gives me something else to write down. I said, that's going to be a good video.
Yeah, most of us don't know
a lot of this.
Right.
And then everybody's walking around wondering why they're sick.
Right.
Why they have so much inflammation.
Well, all right, let's go back a little bit. I guess you're okay. Did you ever find out what was going on, or did it all just subside once you started making changes?
A lot of my symptoms just subsided on their own without zero medication. The last doctor I went to was a rheumatologist, and what was going on was I was getting this massive swelling in my eyes on a daily basis. Every single day, I would eat certain foods, it would trigger it. As soon as it would calm down a little bit, I'd eat something else, and then it would come back.
Wow.
And I was living like this for years. So I went to a dermatologist, I went to an allergist. No one could tell me. No one could tell me. Here, take this pill. Why are you giving me a pill? You cannot even diagnosing. Where is this coming from? Why is this happening? And nobody would tell me. So I went to the rheumatologist. That was the last. I was like, this guy's a quack. He just wants me on a pill. He wanted me to have a procedure where they would remove skin from my eye to look under a microscope. I said, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. And then I was already following, and I said to the guy, well, when I stop eating certain foods, it seems to calm down. It's not that. He just, it's not that. And then I say, well, I eat mostly organic. Oh, organic, schmorganic, he said to me. That was it. I was out the door. That was it. And then I really heavily started following the medical medium, if you watch the videos, you do the lemon water in the morning, you follow up with the celery juice. I'm going to do a video soon on the heavy metal detox smoothie. And just to get the inflammation down in your body. And this is what, one of the biggest killers is that silent inflammation. Once you have the inflammation in your gut, it starts to spread to certain parts of your body, and then you get sick. And if you don't filter that out, I could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
If you don't filter it out, you're going to get a disease. Period. End of discussion. End. So now what happens, you're taking the medication. The doctor's like, here, take the medication. That medication's not healing whatever's wrong with you. Right. It's telling your body, okay, I guess the symptom is okay because the medication's forcing your body to say that everything is okay. In the interim, whatever that problem is festering, and it's still growing. And
And
still
these
going
meds
on.
are causing other problems.
Correct. Listen to the list.
It's amazing.
When you
to
listen
me.
to the list, it's longer than the actual symptoms. I'd rather have my symptoms than have the symptoms of taking the medication.
I am blown away all the time by these commercials.
Why would you take that?
Right? Who's thinking? Who in their right mind is saying, "All right, let me take that then"? Side effects
And they're
include suicidal
scary.
thoughts and
Right.
cancer.
But then the doctor says, "Oh, you're having suicidal thoughts. Now you can take."
Here's
this
another
pill.
one.
Here's
Right.
another. And it's an
Right.
endless cycle. And I mentioned that in one of my videos. You get on this rat wheel. So now the symptoms are gone. Your body thinks everything is okay. But now your body knows everything's not okay. So that symptom that you had, I had the eye reactions. If I didn't address it, I started getting other symptoms. So if you are on that medication, you're now stifling the body. That's the word that I use. And then your body's like, okay, you're not going to listen to me. I'm going to find another way to tell you. And another symptom. And now you're going back to the doctor like, Doc, what happened? I'm great, but now I have we'll just write you another prescription for that. Next thing you know, all you're doing is taking medication.
Right.
To stop the symptoms.
Right.
Zero healing from your doctor. Change your diet.
So, but it's so to drop medications. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, I know you're right, but it is easier said than done. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, and that's what a lot of people do, and I agree with that. I'm not here to condone anybody.
Right.
If you're on
I mean-
medication and you don't want, and you are happy with eating what you're eating, that's you.
Because you were
goes you.
before you started having issues, you were already eating vegetarian or vegan. I forget what you said.
I'm not vegan because I
Vegan,
still
okay.
eat the fish occasionally.
Okay.
I think
So vegetarian.
eventually I'm going to be vegan.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't think I was eating poorly, but I think it's years and years and years that builds up in your body.
Right, but my point is, like, it wasn't that much of a stretch then to eat.
No, it was a
even
little
better,
easier.
right?
It was
Yeah.
hard with certain things, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I knew one thing, I started doing the healing journey, but I was still drinking alcohol. I was still on the weekends. You know, we all do it. A lot of people do it. I'm
Sure.
not saying anything negative. If that's your thing, that's your thing. It's not for me anymore. I'm now sober 3.5 years. I take my sobriety very seriously. And I say to myself, you know what, Jenny? You're eating all these healthy foods. You're doing the lemon water. You're doing the celery juice. You're doing the detox smoothie. And then later on that day, you're having a couple of glasses of wine. So I knew something's got to give.
Yeah.
You know, did I do everything overnight? Absolutely not. It was little increments, and I didn't want to give up the wine, but I knew that I had to.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I did. That's 90% of the inflammation in your body. So if everybody thinks they don't have inflammation, my liver's fine, my liver's fine. So everybody says it's a big joke, but your liver's not fine.
So would you say 90% of inflammation in your body, meaning?
I would say a large percentage of people that drink on a regular basis, you will constantly have inflammation in your body. You're not just drinking it, filtering it, and then going to the bathroom, and then that's the end of the alcohol. It takes days, I think actually over a week, I want to say, for alcohol to leave your body.
Wow.
So even if you don't drink, and it's causing a ton of inflammation, it's eating at the lining of your stomach, it causes cancer. There's no doubt about that.
Sure.
It's cancer causing, you know,
Right.
and it's sad because everybody pushes the alcohol. It's fun. It's the only fun thing you can do with your friends, and there's so many commercials on it, but at the end of the day, you know, the truth is it is a toxic chemical.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people do it on a regular basis. You're having fun. You want to, you know, let your hair down and relax after a hard week, but I don't miss it, and I have my workouts now, and I wish everybody would just realize what it is that you're putting in your body. So if you're drinking every day, you're eating a lot of fast food, you're eating a lot of processed foods, you have inflammation.
And that's the thing too. And again, so much with this.
I know.
It's amazing to me, like we talked about the medications and all the side effects, but even the processed foods, the fast foods, it's amazing to me that this stuff is even allowed to be out there.
I know.
And I'm the first, I mean, I'm the biggest hypocrite. I love this stuff. If it didn't, I mean, now as I'm getting older, just recently starting to feel it, but there was a time if if I could, I would eat McDonald's every day.
I know.
Like and Hershey bars.
It's not even food. That's what it is. That's a sad thing.
Right.
You know what it is too with this world is that we're all under so much stress and so much pressure. The hours are longer. There's so much responsibility with the kids and soccer and gymnastics. And I know that I lived it. My kids took over a whole large portion of my life, so it's just easier.
Right.
People aren't cooking dinner the way they used to, where it was a healthy dinner and you knew what you were eating. It's just like, okay, you're leaving the soccer game. Everybody's tired.
I now have 15 minutes to make dinner.
I have 15 minutes to just go through McDonald's, and it's like now we're raising our kids this way. And I did it too. Like my kids had McDonald's and they had Wendy's, and now I won't buy it.
Yeah.
I won't. I mean, my kids are all older now; they don't need me to, But the kids, they see what I'm doing, and they are following along. One of my kids is very into it. The other two, I'm trying to bring them along.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anybody to have, like I said, eventually it's going to catch up with you.
Right.
And you are going to get sick.
And that's right. Maybe that's why I was so interested in bringing you on, because I've known this for a long time. I mean, I told you I'm a cancer survivor. I mean, I had cancer. This 2026. It's 23 years ago. Was 2024.
So you were so young.
I was 32 when I was diagnosed. Yeah. And then the amputation was 2005, so 35 with the amputation. Wow. So it was quite a ride. So, but that's what I'm saying. Even having experienced that, I'm still eating like shit.
Are you really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But that's the weird thing. See, I don't like anything. I have a very short list of what I do like.
Right.
So, and we've been talking about it on here a lot lately, because now this year, diagnosed with diabetes. So, and sure enough, they're like, okay, take these meds. And I'm taking this med, and I'm like, I feel like shit. And I know that this thing has side effects. In fact, John from Florida, he even called me one day. He's like, you got to do whatever you can to get off this stuff. He goes, do the research. I'm like, okay.
I will help you. We're going to be besties.
Oh, I'm all right with that. I'd like to be best friends with Jen. Sorry.
I will help you. It's okay.
But that really, I mean, like, I don't like any fruits. I like it. I can't even. Sometimes I have trouble even looking at certain things because they just look gross to me. I'm telling. I'm the first to admit I'm a strange man, but I don't like anything.
But you will find certain ones that you like.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is what it boils down to: is your will to get healthier?
Well,
Is
that's
it stronger than your will to look? If you don't do this now. This is just one of the medications you're on.
Right, and
you're going to inevitably
you're
start
still
another young.
One. Right.
Maybe it's 5 years down the road. Maybe it's 10 years down the road.
Right.
So now you're on the diabetes medication, and it's tricking your body into thinking that you don't have diabetes. So your body's like, okay, Tony, you're gonna play this game. We got you. And now what your body's doing is trying to reroute. You don't know what the next system is gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna come out. What it's gonna be.
Yep.
Or it's going to, be something so serious. That's why I look at people ignore the red flags. Like, it's very easy to say, oh, I'm fine. This is just the way my body is. Oh, I'm fine. This is just the way my body is.
Oh, I've heard plenty of people say that.
That's just the way no, it's not.
Right.
If you have rashes, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm trying to think. There's so many. Look, you know what your ailment is. Everybody listening right now, you know that there's one thing right now I might be triggering. And you're just passing it like it's fine. That's your body. That's your body's talking to you. Your body is saying, hey, wake up. Do you hear me? You need to make a change. And it's the inflammation in your body that is causing. Your body's reacting to the inflammation.
But believe me, since the diagnosis of diabetes, I have. I hate taking these meds, and I have been thinking to myself, I have to make some major changes. And I'm slowly coming to that realization, like I'm a pussy. I haven't gotten there yet where I have to do it, but I'm every day I'm like.
You know what? Don't you have that fear? Like, I don't know about you. I have a fear. I don't want that fear of what's my next sickness? What's my next ailment? What's the next thing? And I don't want to get into it, but I did have another issue. I think eventually I'm going to get into it on the Facebook page of something that very seriously happened to me. And that was a gigantic wake-up call to me. Because it was a medical issue. I was diagnosed with something. And I remember just feeling fear. And I was like, this cannot be the way that my life goes. And I'm like, you know what, Jen, if you don't take control of this now, what do you know? What's your future going to be?
Right. Oh, when I was diagnosed, I'll never forget. I still never forget, but I think I did. I think for a long time I actually kind of blacked that out. I don't think about those days much because it was such a horrible thing. I do remember, when I got the diagnosis, that fear that I felt.
You must have. I can't even imagine.
Well, and I've said it here before. The weird part, God forbid it happens again. I don't know if I can do it again.
You could.
Maybe.
You'd have to.
Well, that's the
What's
thing.
Alternative?
Right. But it was such a mess, and it was bad. Chemo for 9 months, and other stresses and other problems. Oh my God, it was awful.
But that's your wake up call.
That's what I was about to say. I need to think about it more because that was.
And now
a
you have
wake-up call.
another wake up call. So like,
Right.
what are you waiting for?
Right.
Really, what? I don't know what anybody's waiting for.
Right.
You're waiting to just feel better one day. It's not going to happen. You have to take responsibility.
Is it? And I mentioned it on here a few weeks ago, and I don't know if this is the right attitude or not, but because there's all this, good or bad, I don't even know, but there's such a stress on food. Like it's become, eating is almost treated like a recreational thing.
Right.
So should I look at food as just medicine? Because medicine does not taste good.
1,000%. You couldn't have said it any better.
Really?
1,000%.
Because that's what I've been telling myself. I have to stop thinking about what tastes good and just eat the right shit and just tough my way through it.
That's why I said in my video, when everybody else is popping pills in the morning, you're getting your day going and you're popping all right, what medication, what time is it, when do I have to do? I'm drinking my celery juice. Yeah. That's my medication. That's why I look at it. Everybody says, I couldn't do what you do. Well, that time consuming, that's my medicine.
Right.
So either it's time consuming that you're taking physical pills or it's time consuming that your medicine. Right. I look at my celery juice. That is my medication. That's my medicinal medication.
And I'm not.
You have to look at it that way.
Yes, because I'm telling you right now, just saying celery juice is like such a gross thing to me.
I know, but
I know
there are
I'm wrong.
ways to start. Like again, if you wanted to start doing it, I know you say you don't like too many fruits, but like who doesn't like an apple? Like
I don't like apples. I'm telling.
Well,
I don't
you need to learn to like apples. There are so many apples out there.
I know.
Pick one.
Let me give you an example of how weird I am.
All right.
I have never liked pizza, ever.
Never liked pizza? Well, that's
never
good because it's not good for you anyway.
Well, right.
You got the wheat, you got the dairy.
Yes. Well, that's one thing I've discovered since this diagnosis. I was diagnosed in April. Just how bad, I had no idea how bad bread was or is. I couldn't believe it when I started reading that.
And I can show you breads, and if you look at my page,
Yeah.
go to my page, and I listed a sourdough bread versus another one that's gluten-free, that's toxic and tons of chemicals in it.
Yep.
And then I listed an English muffin. One was toxic and two ingredients. It's called pacha bread, Pacha. I think I'm spelling that right. Pacha bread, you can get at Whole Foods. There are other ways. So it's not like, oh my God, I can never have bread again. No, I'm not saying that. Find a better
So English muffins are bad?
alternative. English muffins, the regular ones. First, you got the wheat, the gluten. You got. Well, honestly, I don't know what you have to give me the package, and that's a big thing that I stress is reading the packages. And if you have words in there that you can't pronounce. There's words in there that you're just like totally clueless. It says anything about gums or stabilizers, and why do you want that in your body?
Well, and I saw a post of yours.
Okay.
The liquid, what was it? Liquid IV?
Liquid IV.
Yeah. You were watching something on Netflix. Oh, on Prime. Excuse me.
That one. Yes. I was watching
couldn't
TV.
Believe when I read your post.
When you pause the TV, right? It shows a commercial. Yeah. And that's the truth. And kids are watching that. Mommy, I want that. I want that. I don't even know what it was. It was Spider-Man?
Yes.
Something with Spider.
Yes.
So they draw that to the kids.
Yep.
Nothing but, I don't know if you wrote the ingredients there.
Silicon dioxide. I don't even know what silicon dioxide is, but just those two words, you know that is not food.
It's not an apple.
Right. An anti-caking agent in foods and supplements.
Right. So that's just so that it doesn't stick together. So you can pour it out in the drink and it pours out like a powder. Anti-caking. You know how disruptive that is to your microbiome in your stomach? How it eats away the lining of your intestines?
Right. Yeah. It alters gut bacteria.
Yep.
Increase inflammation.
Yep.
Reduce the absorptive capacity of intestinal microvilli. Oh my goodness.
So, when you're that villi that's in your stomach that's helping, I mean, we all learn that, and I think in
Right, yeah.
elementary school, maybe middle school.
There could be around 100 ingredients that may not be food.
Yes.
I mean,
Who
that
knows
blows
that?
me away.
Just that one word, natural flavoring. If you see natural flavoring, there could be up to 100 other ingredients in that food that does not need to be put on that label. And this is why everybody is completely clueless. And this, my dear, is why you have diabetes.
Yes. Oh,
It is.
I know it.
And you're
Yeah,
eating
I'm
the
not
McDonald's,
disputing
and
it.
I'm sorry, but it's like if something is cooked in a seed oil, do you know how that is so toxic? There's your
Really?
inflammation right there. So now you're having the French fries, you're chugging a beer with your friends at that night.
Yeah.
Maybe you're eating your ice cream, you're filling up with all that dairy.
Right.
Maybe you're doing a shot at the end of the night. Hey, everybody, let's do a round of shots.
Yeah.
We've all been there, but it's just
Sure.
like inflammation. Now you're going home, you got that little tree hanging in your car. And you're breathing all that in, and then you're going home to maybe you don't have a good relationship at home, and
Yeah.
you're fighting with whoever's there, or you're fighting with your neighbor, or you fight with your coworkers. I mean, some people would just like to fight.
Well,
Toxic,
all right, well,
toxic.
So you mentioned the French fries, but let's be honest.
so bad.
Have you ever had anything as good though? McDonald's
Yes.
French fries. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
You can
What's
make potatoes,
Yeah.
and
All right. How do you make your potatoes?
I just buy sweet potatoes.
Yeah, but
and
see-
go to Whole Foods. There's so many different kinds of sweet potatoes. You got the Japanese, the white. There's so many different kinds. They have the purple Stokes.
Okay. Is
You
sweet
go- if
potato the
you-
only kind of potato that's healthy? Is that
No, you can eat white potato too. Just to me, white
okay.
potato's a little on the boring side. To me,
all right.
it's
Well,
good.
I'm boring. I love
If you want to be
regular
boring
potato.
and you
Yeah.
really like a white potato, you could just steam them. Just steam them. No milk, no butter.
Oh, I don't
just
put anything.
steam.
I put them
And then-
under the faucet and I put it in the oven. That's all I
Okay,
do to
so
my
then that's
potato.
fine.
That's
You could do-
good.
But I'm saying
you
if
just saved my life.
You could live on. I almost live on potatoes. But you get those different sweet potatoes at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, all I do: slice them in half, put them down on the plate.
Yeah.
The cookie sheet.
Yeah, yeah.
And put it in the oven. They come out amazing.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
amazing. I don't miss French fries. And I'm telling you, once you get that out of your diet and
Yeah.
you start introducing the healing foods, you will crave those foods less, and you will want more of the healing foods.
Well, that's part of my problem too. Maybe 5 years or so ago, give or take. I was a big chocolate eater too, and I'm a big meat eater, which I know is a problem too.
Yeah, that's inflammation right
So
there.
I stopped chocolate and red meat for 6 months.
Okay.
But that feeling, I did not get to the point where I didn't miss it. I was miserable for the whole 6 months.
Yeah.
The whole time, I was like, oh man, I would love a freaking Hershey bar, or oh God, I need a steak in the worst way.
Right.
It did not go away. I was miserable, and that's why after 6 months I stopped. I'm like,
But
fuck
you know what it
this.
is? Because you're still eating all the other toxic food.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that switch over.
Right,
if you
right.
stopped all of that, and again, I'm not saying for everybody to stop this all in one shot,
Yeah,
not to
sure.
wake up tomorrow morning and not eat it, but little by little you
Yeah.
remove those things from your body. Little by little, you just say, I'm not getting any fast food anymore, and start with that. Start there.
Yeah, well, I have. Since the
decrease
diagnosis-
the meat. I mean,
Yes.
I look at it this way. I'm not a meat eater. I stopped eating meat. It's got to be close to 15 years now.
Wow.
I think I tried to do it once, like many years ago, and it just no. Do you want to feel like death? Then eat your death. Do you want to feel alive? Eat your foods that are alive.
Yeah.
That's my diet. Foods that are alive. That's why I feel the way that I feel.
Right.
I feel great every day when I wake up. I don't wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to start the day. I am ready to go. I'm up usually 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. I work
my
out.
goodness.
I make my time for my juicing. I'm so passionate about it. I have a whole day before I even get to my 9 o'clock in the morning job.
Yeah.
I have a whole, from 4:30, by the time I sit at my desk at 9 a.m. at my day job, I have already done so much stuff, and I've just prepared myself for the day with the lemon water, the celery juice, the detox smoothie, my working out. Then I get dressed and ready, and I'm good. I'm golden. I feel awesome.
Well, the reason like I said, I couldn't get rid of the cravings, and then you mentioned peace of mind also. So that's like, you know what? Mentally, I'm just a mess. So I went back to eating meat again, and mentally I felt better. But how important is the mental end of it?
It's very important because the mental is the beginning of you making the change.
Right, but is it, say, just as important? Is it, like, would you say like 74?
I don't know if I would put a percentage on it, but it's a huge part of it. Like what you tell yourself every day, yes, that's the truth.
Right, yeah. Okay.
If you're going to say every single day, I cannot stop eating meat, okay, yes, you are 100% right.
Right, I see what you're saying.
So yes, it's a lot of it's mental. It's the same thing with working out. Like I don't jump out of bed and I'm like, can't wait to work out, but I try to train myself that way. Like I'm blessed that I could work out. I'm that I can get up and move my body. Where there are people in wheelchairs and people that are bedridden that would just kill to be able to stand in the living room and lift a weight here and there.
Oh, I've done it.
It's
I look at people
blessing.
running and I'm like, son of a bitch.
But that could be you too. Don't look at them and be like, and that's it too. It's like some people they want to condone the people that are living healthy and living their best life and feeling great. You don't want to, if you jump on the wagon, come on. Like I'm the type of person that I would want everybody to join me. I hope everybody looks at my page and joins and friends me. And I'm on Instagram also. I would love that to get more followers. And I'm not saying everything I say every day is going to be your cup of tea. Maybe I might trigger something. I'm going to do a whole I want to do a whole video on coffee, and I know that's going to upset a lot of people. Right. But we could have a whole nother show just talking about coffee.
Are there, well, I'm sure there's people out there, they're going to say, like you said, the doctor said, vegan, schmegan.
Right.
but are there people, or do you know anybody that has done what you're doing and said, no, it's just not working for me?
I think people want to give up because they want instant soup. Yes, okay. I've seen people do that where they'll do it for a little while. They get frustrated. They just go back into their old habits. They don't have the right frame of mind. Maybe they're not ready to give up their illness.
Right, okay.
And get to that next level. And once, you know how you'll have that peace of mind? When you say to yourself, okay, I didn't give up everything, but I did give up this. And I did introduce this. And that's like a plus. You should be happy and be proud of yourself that you did that. And tomorrow I'm going to try. I mean, isn't the whole point of life is just to try to be better than the person that you were yesterday?
Yeah, right.
So when you feel like I'm starting to do better with my choices, you will mentally feel better.
Right.
And you'll be like, you know what? I'm going to get off. Say to yourself every night, I'm getting off this medication. But mean it.
Oh,
mean it.
Yeah, I would
believe
love to
it. I can say it to you right now. I know you're going to get off this medication, but do you believe you're going to get off the medication?
Right.
Do you want it badly enough? You have to ask yourself that. This is the thing too. People need to sit and look at themselves in the mirror, and you have to have a conversation with yourself, not me.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with yourself. Like, how badly do I want this? Do I want to get off this medication, or do I don't? Do I just want to complain about the medication? Do I want to complain about my symptoms, or do you want to actually fix it, heal it, and then have a great day? Have a great life.
Sure.
And live your best life, not running to the doctor. I mean, look at how many older people, they're just doctor. I got my doctor visit, my doctor visit. And I'm like out working in the yard, riding my bike. I'm out with my friends, walking the dogs, and I feel great.
Wow.
I'm not complaining.
Do you have a cutoff? Like if you hit 90 or something, you'd be like, screw it, I'm doing heroin, I'm doing everything, I don't care.
No, not
I'm
at all.
teasing.
There's no end to this. There is no end.
We have less than 10 minutes left. One thing I wanted to touch upon too with all this, you've mentioned it quickly here today, and some of your posts have done it too. You've talked about God.
Yes.
Is this a personal thing that helps you, or is like
absolutely
that
I know God has his hand in everything in my life. He has absolutely, when I was at my worst with not feeling well, and getting out of everybody's had relationships they've had to get out of.
Oh yeah.
And you just feel a little lost in the world. So now you're sick, you're a little lost. I've always had God in my life. My grandfather was a priest. I was raised Episcopalian. I now really consider myself more of a Christian. Though my boss Dale does say I'm a follower of Christ, which I love to hear that.
Is there a difference?
Because a religion's a religion. Sometimes a religion's taking you down a different path.
Yeah, right.
But
yeah,
I know
true.
God has his hand in everything that I do. I know that he brought me to the medical medium. He has healed me. My faith has healed me. I love going to church. I love talking to people about God. I love reading the Bible. I love to pray. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed.
I didn't get the impression you were, which is why I felt it was okay to bring it up. Yeah,
not at all.
Good
And
for
I'm
you.
honored that you did, because honestly, that's the center of my life. And without him, I wouldn't have anything that I have. And I just feel like the more you look to God for the answers, you're going to get them.
Okay.
And he's going to open up new paths for you. And you just having me on the show today, I just feel so blessed. And I know God had his hand in that as well. That I'm here to maybe help everybody out there. And maybe I'm here to help you too. You have an issue now, and you're not the first person. Like, more and more people are coming to me like, Jen, I have this, I have that. I have people reaching out to me on Messenger and all that. But, you know, that's God bringing everybody to me. And I know if I keep going with this, God's going to bring the people to me that want and need me.
And was that the goal when you put lemon drop
When I
healing
did it,
together?
my goal is to get as many people to understand that they can heal and they don't have to live with their symptoms, and to realize that taking that pill is not the end all and be all. I'm so passionate about it. And again, anybody that knows me, you're not having a conversation with me without hearing anything about healing. And, you know, I just don't want anybody to be sick. And so many people are clueless. And I was clueless for so many years. And I wish I knew me back 14 years ago to say, hey, you have inflammation in your body. This is what's going on. You need to stop drinking. You need to stop eating McDonald's and blah, 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 and whatever.
Right.
You know, so...
What about, and forgive me, this may sound like such a stupid, ignorant question. What about, because if you haven't heard it, I'm sure you will, there are people out there that will say, well, you know, we're all going to die anyway, so what's the point? Just enjoy yourself.
I don't like that phrase.
I know.
To me, that's just giving you a pass. That's taking accountability off of you. That's what that is.
All right.
That
Good.
100% is what that is.
Right.
And I agree with you 100%. They say, oh, well, Jen, everything is toxic. Yes, 100%. But if you could avoid those toxins, look, the options are there for you. You're the one that has to make the decision. Do you want to eat healthy or you don't?
Right.
And if you're going to be the one that says, oh, I'm just going to die anyway, then live with your inflammation, continue to go down the road,
Right. You made
take
that
your
choice.
pills,
Sure.
keep drinking,
Right.
keep eating the whatever crap you're eating, and that's your choice. But I just know when I get to 70 and 80 and 90, I want to still be working out. I want to still be able to walk. I want to be able to lift my grandchildren. I want to be able to push furniture across the room. I want to be able to work in the garden. I mean, I do so much yard work. I don't have a gardener.
Right.
You want me to dig out a bush? I am there. I will dig out a bush.
I bet. Oh, when you're 90, I bet you're still freaking. I bet guys are still checking you out. You imagine like, and then all the other like 90-year-old guys are like looking like, that'll be amazing. All right, let's see what's happening in the comments. It's just about time for us to get out of here. Wow, a lot of comments here.
Really?
So
We're ignoring everybody? Sorry. Maybe they had a healing question. Tell them to go on my page. I'll answer all your
go ahead.
questions.
Well, while I'm looking,
Yes.
give them all the socials and addresses.
All right,
and
so
stuff.
Lemon Drop Healing is the name of my page. You could find me on Facebook. You could find me on Instagram. You could watch videos. I actually do videos like this. They only last about 10 minutes or so. You will absolutely learn something every time you watch. You will, I'm hoping, absorb what I say and take it to heart and be serious about your healing. So I would love it if you could just share my page, like my page, follow my page. I'm trying to just get as many followers as I possibly can. I'm so, like I said, I'm happy that you had me come here today, Tony.
Oh, we're thrilled that you came by.
I just love it. I know I'll reach way more people.
Oh, I hope so.
I'm hoping. Well, you Hicksville people, we want to heal you from the
That's
from
right.
the Hicksville water, from the platoon. Is that what it is? The plume? No, the plume, not platoon. The plume.
They actually
from Grumman.
Oh,
That's
well, that too. I mean, people that. Why in your right mind would you move into a house or an apartment that was on that property?
Listen to me. You're not avoiding that. You're not avoiding that.
No.
It is seeping, and I won't say the water district doesn't want you to know.
Right.
What Grumman did years ago, we are all paying the price for
Absolutely
that. So if you were
right.
drinking Hicksville water, it wasn't like how it was when we were kids. You could drink from the hose. No,
Right.
no.
And meanwhile, they'll tell you that Hicksville is one of the healthier
They
waters
say
on
that
the
it
island.
is. I'm not sure if I believe it.
Well, yeah, I don't know about any of the water. But, all right, so Carol says you graduated with Laura Hackett.
Yes.
Carol said that's her sis.
Hi Laura. I saw pictures of Laura from the reunion. She was there, and then I felt bad I wasn't there because I saw a few people that I definitely would have loved to talk with again. I remember Laura.
Sounds like Jen's version of Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. All right.
Correct. Amen. Amen. Amen.
That's from Vicky. Fremder's got a lot of stuff here. I don't even understand that one. I so relate to what Jen is saying. I have an autoimmune condition. This is Carol.
That's what I was diagnosed with, autoimmune disease. All right, Carol.
And she said she felt the same thing. She would follow Dr. Berg when it first started. I don't know who that is.
Dr. Berg.
Sorry, Carol. I don't know who that is. The next time I order a sandwich, I'm going to order a Reuben. Carol, I don't use tinfoil anymore either. Unbleached parchment paper.
There you go. Okay. See, it's those little things, those little changes that you make in your life will have a huge impact on your health. Yeah.
All right, Ann had to leave over there in California. She's moving. Okay, so yeah, good luck, Ann, with moving and everything.
Tony's gonna go to get McDonald's after the show.
No, definitely not today.
Not today.
We had the gas leak. I went to Wayback Burger. That's where we ended up going, and it was good. It was good.
It's a dead animal.
I know.
You want to feel like death, eat the death. I can't dumb it down any more than that. You want to feel alive, eat the life.
She posted a picture of 2 refrigerators,
yes.
One with vegetables and fruits. She goes, that's a rainbow. And then the other picture was all these meats.
It's
goes,
death. It
was a morgue.
It was a morgue.
Yep. And you're absolutely
right.
It
really is. It's a bunch of dead animals.
No argument. But it's just.
Oh, that's a whole nother. We could be on the show every day. And
we can do that. I'm just a wimp, and I know what's going on. I know what's bad, but I just have.
I'm a wimp. I can't do it. Yes.
No, I'm not saying I can't. I'm just saying I'm having trouble.
Okay.
2 different things.
You have to say, I am going to overcome this.
I got to be the little train that could.
I
think I can.
Yes, absolutely.
I know I can.
Yay, I love that.
Have you never heard that?
No, I say I love. I know who it is.
Oh, okay.
Come on. No, Lee Avenue 101.
All right, so Fremder, I think, gave us a serious comment.
Okay.
My healthy breakfast consists of 6 egg whites, some red onions, tomato, avocado, a small glass of unsweetened cranberry juice, a handful of unsalted cashews, and a piece of dark chocolate.
Okay. So right off the bat, they're not going to want to hear this. I omitted egg from my diet completely. Completely. No
Really?
egg off my diet. Again,
hang on a second, John. Hang on.
You could follow the medical medium. Just Google medical medium eggs, and he goes into like a 1-hour thing. You have to watch this.
Really?
That will get you off the eggs.
Okay.
Number 2, eating any fats in the morning, even if they're healthy fats. I heard her say nuts, and I heard her say avocado.
Right.
Healthy fats, love that. Not in the morning. Not in the morning.
Oh.
Because your liver is still detoxing from the night into the early morning.
Okay.
So as soon as you introduce fats into your morning, your liver literally shuts down from filtering out and cleansing, and now it's working on the fats, and it's working on like heavy duty mode to try to get that to break down the fat. It's a very hard on the body to break down fat.
Let me ask you this, as we have John Rusiello on the phone. He's been going through some stuff, and he's doing chemo.
Okay.
What if somebody is in that shape? Like, are you going to tell them diet, or do they once they have something as severe as that? Is it hands off? Say, oh, yeah, you got to get the chemo.
I'm
I know
not
that's a hard
doctor to
question.
even say get the chemo, don't get the chemo. I mean, I think honestly it's a personal choice. I don't know what kind of cancer he has.
Right.
And what the chances are and what the doctors tell you. I just know I wouldn't be like hands off, like, well, I'm already going through this, so I won't even bother with my diet anymore. I would.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but do you surrender and say, got to do the chemo?
It depends on the severity and what's going on in your
body.
All right,
so
I don't know if I would feel comfortable to honestly answer that.
Okay.
What I would do is I would get all the toxic foods out, anything inflammatory. I would be if I got that diagnosis, I'd be juicing my life away.
Okay. All right. That answers
what I
it.
would do. Okay. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen now is that not only does he have 6 cells in his body from the cancer, he now is going to get the chemo, which is going to make the cells even worse. So it's like you want your cells to be like the best of your army right at
Right.
the forefront.
Right.
And if you're eating the healing nutrient foods, nutrient dense foods, then your cells are going to be working at like optimum.
Right.
And you're not going to get that from McDonald's. The McDonald's is going to drain your cells.
Right.
Where, the smoothie is going to hydrate your cells.
Okay. Right. No, it
So
totally makes sense.
You want to hydrate as much as you can while you're going through that, 100%.
Thanks for hanging on, John. What do you got?
No problem. I'm very inspired with this lovely young lady.
Yes.
So because I'm inspired, let's cancel the dinner because we can't eat meat anymore. So it's over.
I can recommend this vegan restaurant you can go to.
There you go.
We'll make it our last supper.
Well, you could do that. Have a last celebratory supper,
Yeah.
and then that's your decision to say, I'm going to make changes. And look, I'll be honest with you. Now that I know what you're telling me, I'm going to hold you accountable.
Oh my goodness!
But I do have one. I do have one question for this lovely lady.
Sure.
Tony explained to you that I have I'm on chemotherapy, but I'm on a chemo pill every day because I have leukemia. But I do have an autoimmune disease, and I'm a celiac, IBS. What bread do you recommend? Because I am gluten free, but now you enlighten me that says some gluten free breads are bad.
There is. I'm going to tell you, get the pacha bread. It's called PACHA, pacha bread. You can get it at Whole Foods. They have so many different kinds. The sourdough bread is literally like 2 ingredients, and then the English muffins are also 2 ingredients. It's called pacha. And out of the whole freezer section that I go to,
Right.
there are so many gluten-free in there, and it's very misleading because you think just because it's gluten-free, you think that it's healthy for you, and it's not, because it still has a lot of crap in it, a lot of garbage in it. So if you can find,
I was told that told that by a nutritionist, and but I'm interested. I just wrote that down, that brand, and I get it in Whole Foods. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
You're so welcome.
It was an enlightening. It was one of the few shows that Tony has that it inspires me and enlightens me. So thank you.
You are just the sweetest. You are absolutely the sweetest. I hope if you follow my page and you can reach out to me. I will absolutely try to help you and make suggestions. And, even if you don't want to reach out, just watching my page, you're going to learn things. And honestly, I'm going to tell you what I've been telling everybody, what I say on the page. Start your day with a glass of lemon water. Get one lemon, a mason jar, and that's the first thing you drink in the morning. And then if you can stomach, I know we got Wimpy over here that can't stomach the celery juice, but if you could do that, get yourself a juicer, you will start to heal your body. You will absolutely, and you will get your cells to a point where they'll start fighting back for you, and at least be hydrated. Yeah.
My doctor, actually, my oncologist, he's a holistic doctor. He told me to have a glass of hot water and lemon every morning before you start your day.
Don't do the hot. Don't do hot. Do room temperature.
Okay.
Totally do. The hot, it has negative effects. I can't think off the top of my head what they are. Again, I get that from medical medium, and a lot of people think hot water, warm water is better. It's not. Room temperature's fine. You don't need it to be like freezing cold. I leave my water out on the counter.
He also told me to boil the lemon in vinegar water for at least 20 seconds because the outside of the brine, it has toxics and pesticides.
Okay, all right. So he's saying that to get, yes, I do hear that you can use vinegar to get the pesticides off of the lemon. You can do that as well. But, I usually just rinse my lemon. I mean, I'm not using the rind in the juice, so I kind of hope that at that point I am obviously buying organic and that the inside of the juice hasn't been tainted by anything. So I don't know if I would go so far with that type of food. Like when it has, a covering over it like that, I don't worry as much. If you have like a banana that's got the covering on it, avocado, you're taking, the peel off of it. So the lemon I wouldn't be as concerned about with boiling it. Just to slice it open for the juice. I would wash it, absolutely, but to boil it in vinegar, I'm not really sure that's necessary.
Yeah, well, listen, everybody has their own opinion, but
right.
I'm
Absolutely.
This has been a great experience. Well, thank you very much for your input.
You're very welcome. I appreciate you calling in. I really do. That just, if I reach one person today, sir, and you're the one person, I'm blessed. I'm absolutely blessed. I thank you so much for calling in. Nobody even has any idea how much it means to me. I could cry right now. So Tony,
It's my pleasure.
You're a pleasure. Thank you so much, and I wish
Have
you
a great
so much
weekend.
well on your journey. Thank you. You do
Okay,
the same.
thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. And what I'm going to say now, please don't take offense, because I say this every day to my dear friend Tony. Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Go ahead. Yes.
I'm going to say it so you can hang up now.
It's coming.
He's got his
Suck
finger
an
on the
egg.
button.
All right, there it is. Goodbye. He tells me to go suck an egg. I hang up on him. That's what we
You
do.
got your finger on the button.
Oh, yeah, I was ready. Carol says she has pacha bread in her refrigerator right now.
Love that, Carol.
And she's asking about beef tallow thoughts. I don't even know what that means.
Beef tallow, yes, I've heard about that. It's supposed to be better to be like frying foods in.
Okay.
It's healthier than obviously the seed oils. So, like, I'm not a beef eater at all, but I do know that the tallow is better. I think there's a restaurant out there that does the fast food. My son told me.
Oh, yeah?
Buffalo Wild Wings, I think they're starting to
Hang on a second,
promote,
caller.
cooking in beef tallow.
Oh, that's
but also,
interesting.
too, they make, I don't know if she's talking about the skincare beef tallow,
Yeah, I
which
don't
is
know.
supposed to be very good for your body. If that's what you're talking about, yes, I've heard good things about it. I will say that I have used it before to try it, but then I feel a little bit of guilt because I say, well, I don't want to eat the meat, I don't want to kill the animal, so I really
Right.
shouldn't be using the tallow. But I have heard good things, so I will say, you know,
Okay. All right, cool.
I think it's okay to use.
All right, who's on the phone? Hello? Is this a butt call? Hello?
Hang on a second, caller.
Yeah, I bet it's John again. He does this almost every time he calls. He then butt calls.
You don't have caller ID?
No, I don't know why he even answered it, but I usually don't answer if it doesn't have a caller ID. But let's wait because they're watching the show. Whoever it is, they're gonna find out in a second that they butt called. So let's see what happens. There you are. Good. You're hearing about the tallow.
Oh, we're on a delay, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, so there it is.
Hello.
Is this a butt call? Hello?
It's a butt call.
Aw.
So whoever you are, check your phone.
He does this almost
Before you hang up, you may as well say hi because we're waiting on you.
No, I don't know why he even answered it, but I usually don't answer if it doesn't have a caller ID. But let's wait because they're watching.
All right, everybody,
the show.
check your phones.
They're gonna find
Somebody
out in a second.
watching the show just called us.
Let's see what happens. You're hearing about it?
Oh, and there it is. Somebody checked their phone and hung up. There.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the beef tallow. I'm trying to get through the comments. I know we're running late.
Okay.
Our
Are we? Is
apologies.
after? What
Yeah,
time
we're
is
supposed
it?
to stop at 12:30. It's 12:40.
Uh-oh. Oh, it did go fast.
I told you.
That was so
I told
fun.
you.
I'll do it again. I will totally come back.
That would be awesome. Fremder, my apologies. You hit us up with a bunch of detailed comments. We just have to go, so my apologies. But there's a lot of them there. I appreciate the comments, and we got to them as best we could. So, all right. So, Lemon Drop Healing, Instagram, Facebook. Now, are there any plans to do anything else, like a podcast or maybe give classes?
I would love
or-
to. I would
Yeah.
love to. Like sky's the limit. Like wherever
Okay.
God leads me in this journey, I'm all on
All
board.
right.
And
Cool.
he's steering the ship, and I'm just along for the ride.
Nice.
I'm just trying to pass the word along.
Good answer.
And I help everybody today that's listening.
This was really cool. And yes, if you'll
thank you.
come back, we'll definitely do
I
it
will
again.
totally come back. I
All
would
right.
love to come
It
back.
will not be 38 years before I see you again.
No,
that would
not
be
at
awesome.
all.
right.
Bye,
Jen
guys.
Hoenigmann. Real quick before we go, let me get to what we got. This is it for the day. There's nothing else on here today. There's no Don tonight. So this is it until Monday. Monday morning, I'll be back here with Francesca. She said she's got a surprise. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. And I think the band Seconds Out, I believe they're, or at least some of them may be hanging out with us, I think. So that's Monday. What else is Monday? I think Best of Intentions podcast is on Monday. Steve Squared, of course, Monday night. That's what's happening here. And of course, don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We got some murder mysteries coming up at Governor's. Where is it? There we go. October 30th, we'll be at McGuire's in Bohemia doing an 80s thing, and it's just in time for costumes. So wear a costume. We're going to have a costume contest. December 12th, we have a holiday-themed murder mystery at the brokerage in Belmore. govs.com, govs.com to get your info. Knock'emDeadComedy.com to see our full schedule and get info on how you can hire us for your event. And, of course, Governor's Comedy Clubs. Bingo Palooza tonight here at the club in Levittown. Bingo Palooza. Olga Namer tomorrow night here at Governor's in Levittown. Steve White is at the Brokerage tonight and tomorrow. And Wally Collins is at McGuire's in Bohemia tonight and tomorrow. govs.com. That is where you get the full schedule, as well as that's where you make your reservations, govs.com. And that'll do it. Jen, this was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was great. Everybody have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.
And all right, we'll see you guys later. See ya.